What's poppin', dogs? Mr. Allen here with some polar graphs. We got r equals 6 cosine 3 theta in this one. So the first thing I like to do is figure out what type of graph am I working with. Cardioid, limousin, rose, circle, whatever, right? There's a lot of them, so I like to identify that first. This one here, we're dealing with a rose. How did I know that? Boom, that bad boy right there, and there's no sum or difference out in front here, making it a limousin or cardioid. If the 3 wasn't here, and it was just 6 cosine theta, we're dealing with a circle. So we got a rose here, so let's deal with that, okay? Now the petal length, right, if you will, the petal length, that's going to be 6. That coefficient out there tells me the length of the petals. All right, now how many petals do we have? So number of petals. Well, the number of petals comes from right here. If it's an odd number, it is what it is. It's 3. If it's an even number, you double it. Okay, we'll get into that in another video, right? So for this one, 3 petals. Now, where does my cosine graph start? It always starts at 0. Okay, sine is a little bit different. Again, we'll deal with that in another video. So for cosine, we're going to start at 0. So I'm going to have a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that first one there. And they'll all come back into the origin as well. Okay, so we're just going to find out where each of our petals goes here, where they are, and then we'll draw them all in. Okay, but they're all going to have a length of 6, and there's 3 of them. How do you think I figure out how to space them, right? How do we space them? Well, in this entire, graph here, I've got either 2 pi or 360 degrees, right, as my my total all the way around. So what if I just divide that by 3? So either I would have 2 pi over 3. This is my spacing, spacing, okay? Spacing would be 2 pi over 3, or you do 360 over 3 if you prefer degrees for this, and sometimes that helps you visualize it a little bit better, 120 degrees. Okay, I can work with either one of those, right? Whatever. So if I'm going to be doing 2 pi over 3 or, every 120, I'm going to be looking at right over here. That's 120 degrees from this one to this one, or 2 pi over 3, right? And then my next one will be right down here. Okay, and even if it can be a little tough to see this rotation as 120 or 2 pi over 3, but I can definitely tell this would be a negative 2 pi over 3 if you're rotating down, and that'll help you place that one. And now we're ready to just go ahead and pop the petals on there. Okay, so they're just gonna be like rounded, wee, boom, and right over here, and then right over here. Yay! What a beautiful rose graph. I think usually that's all teachers will require is those points there. They might ask you to fill some of this stuff out on a sheet, whatever, see what you know. The only other thing they could ask you for some other intermediate points. Sometimes people do that just to kind of show you how they will work themselves out like this, but then we just memorize some certain patterns of how they're always going to look. And that's what I would do with any roses. We get our length, number of petals, our spacing, where do we start, go. Okay, so that's it for this one. I'll do some sine graphs as well. There's going to be a few videos on these roses because there are some different variations that I'd like to get into, and it's a little too much for one graph to start graphing a lot of them on there. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you keep on watching the other videos. Like it, subscribe it, spread the word, and have a great time math.